Okay, well, we'll go into the inventory then. So I'm just going to create another new document. Inventory system outline. Okay, so for the inventory system, I want it to be flexible enough that I can use it for my spell book. I want to limit the person to the amount of spells that they can actively cast at any one given time. So maybe they have 8 spell slots, which will be like in most modern RPG games. You know how you usually have that bar at the bottom where you get to put actions or skills or spells and whatnot on it. We'll give them 8 spots and they can pick, out of their bazillion spells that they've managed to find or learn, they can pick 8. And we'll have to put a spot in town, I guess. Maybe some big crystal. And when they're standing near the crystal, they're allowed to change their spells up. So before they leave town, they can mix and match all their spells that they want and head out. But for the inventory system, I'm not really sure how many spots to give them to start off with. There's not going to be a whole lot of item diversity in the basic set. So we're going to want to give them at least, 24 spots. And we'll just do a 4x6 grid. Feel free to chime in anytime you want. Hi, Tomo. I see you made it to the live cast. We just finished working on our spell system, outlining the basic classes for our spells, and we're moving into the inventory system right now. So we've decided 24 slots I think should be enough to start off with. If we need more, we can add more. Even just adding another row will bring them up to 30. Or another column, I should say. Now, the only things you can put in your inventory will be things that are derived from item. That's not too hard to do. You just check the type of the item or the type of the thing you're clicking on when it's on the ground. And, if it's type item, when you click on it, it just goes to your backpack. I'm glad you found us. Oh, have you been following along with the tutorial for our little hack and slash RPG, Tomo? Or is it Tomo? If you have been following along, did you have any questions or anything about it? Okay, so the health bar, that's, I think, up in the 40s. Or are you doing the health bar from the first 10 tutorials, or have you gotten up into the 40s? Because when I first started the series, I was going to do a very small little hack and slash game. And after I got to about tutorial 10, there was enough people that actually really wanted to see a more in-depth tutorial on it. So basically from 11 up, I started over. But from 1 to 10 is still good to watch and practice with, because if you're not familiar with C# or Unity, it gives you an easy way in. And if we do need more spots, we can actually put a little grid of bags along the side. So you can have maybe 24 slots per bag, and then you can end up giving them 4 slots, 4 different bags. So that it ends up being a lot. Yeah, and we'll also have to have an NPC where you can buy stuff like that. Well, it's something to explore. Like, initially, I'm just going to have 1 bag. So you hit the letter I, a little box pops up for your inventory, and there'll be 6 rows of 4, 4 rows of 6, so 24 slots. And if we find out that it really isn't enough, then we'll either just make it bigger, or we can have slots for more bags. Like the slots, carrying tons of items is a really great thing, except people tend to start hoarding. Maybe we'll start off with like the vendor will have, bags that only have 6 spots in them, and the rest you've got to get off of other items, or Well, we're not going to get into crafting. Not in the basic one. That probably won't be too advanced. For the people actually watching this after the live stream, the reason why I have pauses is because I'm reading the chat. Actually, let's just go ahead and, in the basic level, actually implement little bags that we could put into the side. So maybe they'll start off with, one 6-slot bag, and you can buy more, so you can end up getting up to 4 bags that hold 6 items. So that still gives you your 24, but we'll make mobs drop other bags that have combination of different rows, anywhere from 2 to 4 rows. So that sounds a little bit better. So the character starts with 4 bag slots. Which one contains 1 6-slot bag. So players can buy more 6-slot bags. I got the mic right in front of me, so it's hard to see my keyboard and the monitor at the same time. Mobs can drop bags that have 12 to 24 slots. And we'll just specify rows of 6. So I'm just going to put a couple of dashes out here so we know if we get one that runs a little bit long, where it starts and where it ends. Wrong key. Okay. So that's going to give us quite a few slots. That's going to be a little bit more complex than I was originally planning, but that's fine. Since I haven't actually done anything with it yet, or haven't really thought about it, it should be fine. And I'm just actually going to change that to a word. So can you think of anything else for our inventory system? I know I want my spellbook system to be based off of it. I'm just going to put that down here. Now our spellbook system can hold infinite spells. Yeah, the way I'm going to have with equipping is you just double click the item in your bag and you'll either use it or equip it if it's equipable. So we'll put that up here. Double click item in inventory to equip / use. So if you've got a potion in your inventory, double clicking it will just use it. That gets away from, when you click it, a big menu pops up and you pick what you want to do with it. There's usually only 1 or 2 things you want to do with it anyway. Yeah, we'll have a character sheet afterwards, and I've kind of drawn a rough one up. Don't have it on this computer. But yeah, it's just your basic character sheet. At the top it has a little avatar in the center, then along the sides has all your equipment slots. Then underneath has a little window with your character stats in it. And it has 2 tabs. So your first tab has your primary attributes and your vitals. And you can click on the little tab and it scrolls you over to all of your skills. And then at the very bottom, if you actually click one of your attributes or your vitals or your skills, it'll show you at the bottom how much experience you have, how much it costs to raise. And if you have enough to actually increase that skill, then a little arrow at the side pointing up gives you the ability to spend experience.